Hey, it's Michelle Pippin again with BeMichellePippin.com and WomenWhoWow.com, and this is week 2 of our February Love My Business Challenge, and we are scheduling dates with our businesses each and every week in lieu of our 30-minute marketing moves. So last week we talked about the feelers that we put out that are attempting to get the right clients to us, and this week I want to talk about curb appeal. So just like in your marriage, if you want your marriage to go the distance, it makes sense to spend some time assessing different aspects of your marriage. Where can it be stronger? Where is it really falling down on the job? What do you really need to invest your time and effort and energy into? And the same goes for our business. So last week, it was all about what we do out there to get our clients in here. And this week, it's about curb appeal. What do your ideal clients and customers, patients, what do they see, hear, and feel when they first visit you? When they take that first step towards you? And again, if you are a virtual business, then the first step is when they visit your website. Sign in for your opt-in offer, read a blog post, whatever it is, right? What do people see, hear, and feel when they show up? If you're in a brick and mortar business, same goes for you. This is the #1 way, by the way, that bigger businesses waste marketing dollars. They pay for a TV commercial and they spend money getting that looking really professional, and everything is done just correctly. They pay for the right time slot on the local news or in a specific programming, and then they stop. They don't give any thought to the curb appeal. What is going to be said when somebody sees your TV commercial or looks at your print ad and they call the office? What's the script? Selling is too important to ad lib in your business. It's certainly too important to leave up to an employee to ad lib, right? They get paid anyway, regardless of how much money you make. So really give some thought to this. If you are spending either time or effort, you're going to spend one or both, right? To get the right market to come and visit you, to show up, to raise their hands, to visit your website, to come in your doors. We've got to script the curb appeal. What are they going to see, hear, and feel? What is the person who answers the phone? What are they going to say? How are they going to greet them? What are they going to ask them to do? How are they going to know who's calling in? How will we follow up with them? We've got to really focus on that curb appeal aspect of our businesses. Most of us, almost without exception, are in businesses where our consumers now, frankly, overrun with choices. They're going to make a visceral decision about whether or not to do business with us. And so we've got to pay some specific attention to our first impressions. This week, I want you to look at that. If you have a receptionist, do you have a script there to follow for people who are new callers? Do you have some sort of system in place where we know that they're new callers? This can be something very, very low tech. If you don't know how to do that, just email me. But there's a million ways that you can figure out who's calling or which ad they're calling from. So, just kind of guerrilla marketing tactics we can use there. But do they know what script they need to follow when someone calls in? When someone visits your website for the first time, is there something that calls out to them? Maybe a pop-up, maybe a bait offer asking them to opt in to hear more from you. When someone raises their hand, visits your store for the first time, has a new patient exam, when that happens, how do you follow up with them? How do you indoctrinate them? All of that is part of the curb appeal experience of your business, right? The last thing you want to do, one of the #1 mistakes I see people making with their websites is, when I sign up for your newsletter, I just sort of get thrown in the mix with people who have been with you for years. And there's no proper indoctrination process welcoming new subscribers, new patients into the fold of your existing business. So I really want to challenge you this week to consider what the curb appeal of your business is. How is it performing for you? What does your curb appeal consist of, right? And remember, it's those first impressions. So what does your curb appeal consist of, and how can you make it better, stronger, and more deliberate? If you have any questions, you can email me, Michelle@womenwhowow.com, and I'll be happy to get back to you as time allows. But meet me back here next week where we are going to talk about time and how to get you, literally, I promise, 2 full work weeks or 4 full work weeks this year in 2014. And there's a little trick that I use for that. Some of you might not like it, but if you want extra time in your business, if you need extra time in your business, then you want to meet me back here next Sunday. So I'll see you then.